It was getting dark. It was late, 8 or 9 o'clock. You know, it was nighttime. And she was like, alright, just one more hour, Dad. And her dad's a gigantic fucking monster of a man. He's bald. He looks like Austin, Steve Cold, what is his name? Stone Cold Austin? Stone Cold Steve Austin? That's his name. You know, the WWE wrestler, the big ass bald guy. And he was quite intimidating, but since I wasn't really involved with this girl at the point, I didn't really care about that. You know, I was just trying to get whatever I could get, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, the night continued on, and she really liked us. Like, one of the girls was not good looking, and she liked one of my friends, but one of my friends wasn't down with that. But my other friend, me and him got the two good looking girls, the twins, and I got the better looking one. And we eventually started to hang out more. We actually were going to spend the night on the beach, and we made them throw a pillow down from their hotel room. They opened up their hotel window and threw a pillow down. And I kid you not, when this pillow impacted the ground, they were on like the 4th story, it sounded like a fucking bomb, like a mortar, going off. And I kid you not, the security guard came out of his fucking security guard room, rent-a-cop. Sorry, I just started thinking Friday, the movie Friday. The security guard came out of his thing, and then we just took off. We picked up the pillow. You know, I gotta have the pillow. We were gonna sleep in the car. That's why we wanted a pillow. The security guard, you know, started chasing after us, and we basically just went home at like 5 in the morning. And we were supposed to come see them the next day, but we didn't. Luckily, we had the numbers, and we started seeing them a little bit more. And I remember, you know, we used to sneak into their house. We did this a couple times, and it was really cool. We'd sneak into their house, and this is where the story gets a little bit more entertaining. I found out that her dad was a cop, and he worked the night shifts. He worked from 8 p.m. No, he worked from 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. And we would come over and sneak in their house around, you know, midnight. And I remember we're hanging out, you know, we're getting a little bit freaky deaky, you know, stuff's happening, as well as my friend was with me as well. The ugly chick wanted one of the twins, and he was our getaway driver. He was sleeping in the car while me and his brother were in the house with the 2 twins, the 2 female twins. This might be getting a little confusing. And, you know, we're doing our thing. We're having a little bit of fun. You know, we're getting down and dirty. I'm not gonna get too into it. This isn't gonna be a double, triple thousand X rated commentary. And it's getting late, and she's like, "You need to leave. You need to leave." And I'm like, "No, we're straight. I'm not gonna leave. I like what's going on here." And I'm just gonna be honest right here. She was beautiful, man. Like, you know, stuff you look back on. She was really, really pretty, and it made me really, you know, I'm just gonna continue with the story. I'm like, "No, we're not gonna leave. Everything's good. Your dad he's not coming home." And eventually, 30 minutes later, I hear the door open, the front door, and I hear dogs barking. And instantly, my adrenaline started fucking racing. And she's like, "You need to hide." So I get in her closet, and I'm hiding. And the only reason I didn't run out of the window, we came in through a window, and it was open, was because I didn't want to leave my friend alone. But while I'm hiding in the closet, my friend put on fucking his Dead Silence Pro and ninja'd out of the fucking window without me even knowing. So I'm sitting here thinking, alright, I can't leave. I'm not going to leave my friend. I'm not going to betray him like that. Her fucking dad walks in a room, and he's like, "Why is the window open?" And she's like, "You know, I got cold," or she's like, "I got hot, and I wanted to open up the window to let some fresh air in," or something like that. And he's like, "Don't fucking lie to me, I'm a cop." And she basically, you know, she said the truth, and she said, "Yeah, they just left." And I'm still in the closet. I'm still in the damn closet hiding, and I can hear this all happening. I hear the fucking cop, her dad, go outside the house and jump in his fucking cop car. Meanwhile, I'm hiding in the closet still, with my fucking pants unbuttoned. Her mom comes in the room almost as if she knew that I was hiding in the closet. She like fucking danced. She like spin around. She walked through the door, and then she instantly did a 90-degree turn and fucking looked right at me in the closet. And she was like, "What the fuck you doing at my house?" And I was like, I didn't know what to say. I was speechless. And she's like, you need to get out of here. And I literally ran out the front door and I fucking took off. And I'm talking to my friend on the phone. And I'm like, dude, where's the fuck's Jordan? Jordan's still in the house, man. That was one of the brothers' name. I was talking to the getaway driver. And he's like, no, he's with me in the car. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? And he's like, no. And as I'm talking to him, I see the cop start going behind my friends. They weren't gonna leave me, but they were gonna leave the scene and then they were gonna come pick me up. I hear the cop. He puts on a siren, and he pulls him over. And he basically says, get your asses back to my house. I'm fucking in a canal, ankle deep in water. I was about to fucking go swimming to get. I hate cops. I was about to go swimming and get away from that guy. But I had to go back. I couldn't leave my friends. I knew they went back to the house. So I started walking back. I ran a damn mile already. I ran a 3-minute fucking mile. You know, when you got something to run about, you're gonna run as fast as possible. And I get back into the house, and I kid you not, I knock on the door. I didn't just open it. And her dad, the cop, says, oh, it must be little Austin. Because my real name's Austin. I just like to call myself Ozzy. It's a nickname. And I started laughing at myself. And my friends were laughing too. We weren't taking this seriously. And he goes on to say, you know, I could arrest you right now for breaking and entering and blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm not going to say it to him because this guy's fucking 4 times as big as me. And he's got arms bigger than my fucking thighs.